AuthorWave subtitles, and it gets stuck there. The method I will show you is common for most recorders. And the only things we will need are two programs, a TFTP server and ENCOM, which is a program that connects the recorder from its RS-232 port to our computer. And through the TFTP server, we can transfer the files of the upgrade. So let's go take a look. First, we will configure the IP of our computer. We will set a static IP to connect the computer directly to the recorder, without a router or anything else, to connect the computer directly to the recorder, with a simple Ethernet cable from the computer to the recorder. I have set the IP 192.168.1.22 for the HQM. We will configure this IP later. To configure the DFTP server, that's why we also need to know it. So you see here, I have now configured the DFTP server. So I've downloaded the DFTP T32. We will do the migration. I will put it in C. At the root, so it's not inside program files. Thank you. Okay, I will go to C and find the folder where the setup is. And I will create inside a new folder inside this folder, which I will put the recorder's firmware, I'll call it firmware, in this folder. A new folder where I will place the recorder's folder. And then I will go to Dahua's website to download the firmware. The recorder model is the 5104. So I will search for the model. Thank you. It should appear below. All right. This one here is the first. We will now do the entire firmware. All right, this is the first one. Everything will be done by the firmware. And this will be a bin file, which if I open with WinRAR and I extract it, I will see some files inside, which I will put into the folder, the firmware that I had created before. Let's take a look. It paused briefly, then proceeded. To extract the bin file, I will extract it. Let's view and burn the files, then proceed to fire firmware. That's it. So now we'll make some settings on the DFTB server. First, let's check which files have been uploaded. We'll open the exe. We'll always start on the first page. Then we proceed. Here we will put we will go to the settings. Here we will indicate where the server is located. Yes, the FTP server, in which folder it is located. Once on the S32, below, we will adjust the security settings so that it is not applied on the node. And here we will check the IP address of our computer. The 1.22 that we set before, and we will also make this change here. And we will go to General to select all TFTP servers. We will press OK. It will tell us that it's restarting and ready. No, it is not ready. We also need to select the folder containing the upgrade here. That is the firmware. It is the KMS TFTP32 firmware. We select a folder and locate it. All right, and below we enter our computer's IP addresses. So the 120. Now the TFTP server is ready. So we need to connect now. The recorder. If the recorder does not have an RS-232 port, it is likely to have inside. small boards that are RS-232, and we will connect up there. And if our computer does not have RS-232, we need to have the converter from USB to RS-232. I will use my programmer, which also outputs RxTX and ground for connection, RS-232 from USB, and here on my device, which does not have RS-232. But if we look inside, it has 4 pins, and it also says RS-232 on it. So from these 4 pins, we have power supply, grounds. We can easily find the power supply and ground with a multimeter. So the other 2 pins are RX and TX. Basically, the only thing we care about is the ground, only things we care about are the ground, so the other pins are RX and T6. These will be connected between the program and the recorder. And we open ENCOM, the program we downloaded. And we open ENCOM, the program we downloaded, which does not require any special configuration. We simply select the COM port of the computer. Usually, it is assigned automatically. As soon as we open it, it now takes COM2. It appears right here. And after we have connected all the cables, we plug the recorder into the outlet. As soon as we plug in the recorder, we will see that it will start running. The data here, where it says, and we will press the star to stop the booting and enter the menu. At this point, we will press the star to interrupt the booting and enter the menu. At this point, we will allow the recorder to continue with the TFTP server to retrieve the file. The command is to which IP and the IP that finds the TFTP server, which is also the IP of our computer, which is 192.168.1.22. When we assign this number, we must assign the IP that the recorder will receive with the LIP IP module. And we also assign an IP to the recorder. I will give 192.168.100. And to save the settings, we press Save and Enter. And we see that it says they have been written, the settings in the SPI flash of the recorder. Now the recorder is ready to receive the firmware, the FTP server. So I will write the commands here in a text file for you to see them as well. I will turn off the recorder now. I'm unplugging it. I have written here the text, and I reopen the recorder. I plug it back in when they start running. When we see the data, we press the star to stop the boot we mentioned. And the first command we will run, DC. This command will give us the ability to show the custom, this first little script, to install it into its memory. Let's see it. Enter. We see that it says OK. It is not fast. And we press the star again, so it doesn't continue further. And we press the second command afterwards, which is run dr. This command is to retrieve the ROMs, the ROM message below it. We press and see that it is loading. Every time an upgrade finishes, the recorder reboots. And if we leave it without pressing the star, it will return again to, it will not freeze, and we will not be able to continue. So whenever an upgrade finishes, we keep pressing star, so that whenever one upgrade finishes, stays at the point where we can continue with the second one. Here we have started resetting. While it is resetting, we press the star to appear again here in this menu and go to the third command in DU. The U-boot. And the last one is run dedo to get the wugs from below. The other little old one. So we need 4 files for the recorder. These are its upgrades. When we do the last one, we let it exit normally from the bottom. We don't need to do anything else. This upgrade, in short. We will see it in action as well. If we let it boot, it means that it has booted properly. So the upgrade is done. We will also see on the TV exactly what it does. This happens in most recorders. And here I will put the recorder on the TV to watch it. Before, it used to freeze here. Now we see that it will continue. It will continue. It will continue to do kahaladipsi. That was the video. If you liked it, you can like my page. Thank you very much. Svas, Heil Slava Ilian.